Sacramento State was virtual from January 3rd to the 7th of February because of a new COVID-19 Omicron strain, which broke out during the winter break. That period halted in-person meetings for support centers and other centers. The question is, did this have any negative effects on support centers, and did they have troubles with going virtual again?
For sure, for all the peer financial coaches, and I believe with all the other departments as well, because we were having in-person coaching sessions before the pandemic.
The good news for us was that our students were already used to, us being remote, quote unquote.
There was some logistics, right, that we had to organize around just getting I had like a student assistant that was working at the time who I had to kind of get set up with equipment so he could continue to work from home. But it wasn't, I think maybe the timing of it made it a little bit easier to pivot.
I next wanted to ask if virtual meetings had an impact on meeting students.
For me personally, and I can only speak for myself, I do feel like I connected with students more. And part of that is because we had office hours that was not so rigid or not so, what was I going to say? Not in between 8 to 5, right? So sometimes I would have conversation, I would call students when they were free and they would be able to ask like maybe 7 p.m. But because I caught them at a time when they were not in quote unquote business mode, like I got to know them a little bit better. Not as a student, but as a person.
Only the Dreamer Center appeared to have a different view than the rest.
Face-to-face interactions are really key. But I also want to be very clear. Like my background is in communication. I have, my bachelor's and my master's degrees are in communication studies here at Sac State. And so I very much come from a background that is rooted in connections and in connecting with people. And I do think that in a perfect world, it is better when we meet face to face.
This is Isaiah Mercado from the State Hornet signing off.